Now I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, but combining animal protein and starch or carbohydrates together is actually harming your body's ability to digest and process those foods. And here's why. When we eat animal protein, our stomachs release an acid called pepsin, and pepsin can only operate or function in a acidic medium. And when we eat starches, our saliva secretes an enzyme called ptyalin that helps break down your starches and carbohydrates before you swallow it, so it can actually start processing as you're chewing your food rather than hitting your stomach. So as you're chewing your potato, for example, that saliva is secreting and injecting into that food to help break that down before you swallow it. And as you also chew your animal protein and drop that into your stomach releases the acid. Now, when a highly alkaline saliva meets a highly acidic stomach, it starts to cancel and neutralize it out, which means you're not processing neither the starch, carbohydrate, or the protein to its full effect. Your body is being inhibited from actually breaking that down before it starts to process and pass that through your intestines. Now, as it stands in our Western culture already, we eat a little bit too fast. We should be putting our fork down, our spoon down in between every single bite and really focusing on chewing and emulsifying our food in our mouth before we swallow, so our stomach can have an easier time breaking that down rather than having to break down large chunks of food. So when you add that on top of the mix of alkalinic saliva and acidic stomach acid that neutralizes itself out, your body is wanting to pass that through, or going to pass that through rather, prior to fully breaking that down. So now you have this putrefied sludge of animal protein and starches passing through your intestines. And your intestine says, whoops, that's going to hurt me, so let's coat this. Your intestines will coat itself in mucus to help slide that through without impacting your intestines. And if you do that over and over and over again, you're building up more and more and more mucus into your intestines. Now that buildup can eventually get so much that it starts to create polyps. You can lead to diverticulitis and colon cancer. And your stool will tell you all. If you have mucousy stool, most likely you have inflammation in your gut, inflammation in your intestine. So eat starch and eat proteins separately, not together, but separately, and give your body a chance to digest each one before eating the other. It's called trophology if you want to look into it more.